All right. Welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today.
Into AI agents.
That's right.
Yeah.
And, all those AI agents we've all been hearing about lately.
Right?
Well, what could they mean for Nigerian startups specifically?
Yeah, that's a good question because everybody's talking about AI agents. But
Exactly.
what does that mean for, business owners
Yeah.
in Nigeria or,
Yeah.
people who are looking to start a business
Yeah.
using, the latest technology?
Like maybe what even are AI agents?
Yeah, that's a great question.
For people who aren't super familiar,
Yeah.
there are these autonomous software programs
Right.
that can perform tasks,
Yeah.
learn, and make decisions
Big decisions
on their own without a person.
Yeah, without human intervention.
Exactly.
And that's what's really exciting about it.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you can kind of set it and forget it.
Exactly.
To a certain extent.
Of course,
There
you
are
have to manage it.
there are ways to manage it, but
Yeah.
that's really, I think, where the excitement is coming from.
That's definitely where the buzz is coming from.
Yeah.
But is it worth the hype?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think for business owners in Nigeria,
Especially.
it's really interesting because, you have this huge
Right.
startup ecosystem, but a lot of people are, strapped for resources. And so being able to, do more with less is
Right.
going to be really appealing.
Exactly.
And that's where AI agents, I think, can really make a difference.
Yeah, what's interesting to me is like it goes beyond just simple automation.
Right.
We were talking earlier about AI agents being almost like colleagues
Yes.
working alongside you
Uh-huh.
as a, entrepreneur or a founder.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
You could have this 24/7 data cruncher.
Yeah.
You could have a customer service,
Well,
whiz that
Exactly.
never loses its cool.
Right.
Or you could have a marketing guru who's spotting trends
Yep.
before they hit,
Before anybody else.
mainstream.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
a dream, right?
that's a pretty good picture.
Uh-huh. You're painting. But I think that the thing to keep in mind is that, it's not a magic bullet.
Right.
It's not like you just plug it in
Of course.
and it just works.
Uh-huh.
You still need to have the right people in place
To manage it,
to manage
to
it.
train it,
Uh-huh. Yeah. But it can definitely help you to,
level up.
to level up and to do more with
Yeah.
less.
But let's get specific. For a startup
Okay.
in Lagos or Abuja or wherever,
Yeah.
they're dealing with limited resources.
Yeah.
Fierce competition.
Sure.
How does this
And
actually
how does it actually work?
play out?
So I think one example is customer service,
Okay.
right? So you have a small team,
Yeah.
you're trying to grow, you're getting more and more customers.
Yeah.
You can't afford to hire a whole bunch of customer service reps,
Right.
but you can use an AI agent
Yeah.
to handle those like after hours inquiries.
Yeah.
Or to answer those like really basic questions.
The FAQs?
The FAQs, exactly.
Okay.
And that frees up your human team
To focus on
to focus on the more complex issues.
big picture stuff.
Big picture stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think another example is marketing.
Okay.
So,
Marketing automation is huge.
marketing automation is huge, but it can be really expensive
Yeah.
and it can be really complicated.
Sure.
But there are now AI agents that can help you to,
Right.
automate your marketing, target your marketing,
Or-
personalize your marketing,
Yeah. Run those A/B tests.
run A/B tests.
All that stuff.
And again, that frees up your time.
So it's not just about cutting costs.
Right.
It's about leveling the playing field.
Exactly.
You know,
And I think that's what's so exciting about it.
Yeah.
for, startups in Nigeria or anywhere, really.
Well, and I think about like, we have a lot of listeners
Uh-huh.
who are running, small businesses,
Sure.
side hustles.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
maybe they're even thinking about starting something.
Mm.
This could be a game changer
It could be.
in terms of, competing with bigger players,
Yeah.
who have more resources.
Because suddenly you have access to the same tools.
Yeah, they do. But here's the thing that always pops into my head.
Okay.
What about jobs?
Right.
If a bot is doing all this work, what happens to the human side?
Yeah, that's a question that comes up a lot.
It's got to be, on everyone's mind.
And I think it's a valid concern,
Yeah.
but I think it's important to remember that
Yeah.
technology has always disrupted the job market.
Yeah.
We used to have typing pools.
Right.
Now everyone's expected to type their own emails.
Right.
We used to have switchboard operators.
Yeah. Now everyone has their own cell phone.
Right.
So I think AI agents are just the next evolution of that.
So it's not necessarily about eliminating jobs.
Right.
It's about changing.
It's about changing what those jobs look like.
Yeah.
So instead of having a team of customer service reps,
Right.
you might have a team of people who are managing the AI agents,
Right.
who are training the AI agents,
Yeah.
who are making sure that the AI agents are doing their job properly.
So it becomes more about managing AI.
Exactly.
And less about doing
the actual tasks themselves.
So it's more of a collaboration.
Right.
I like that.
It's a collaborative evolution, I think is a good way to put it.
But how do we ensure
Right.
that this partnership actually works?
Yeah.
Because it sounds good in theory, but,
Right.
how do we actually make it work in practice?
And I think that comes down to responsible AI development.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does that look like on the ground
Yeah. So what does that actually mean?
for Nigerian startups?
Yeah. So for Nigerian startups, I think it means being really proactive
Okay.
about, understanding how these AI agents work,
Uh-huh.
understanding the potential biases that they might have,
Right.
and making sure that you're using them in a way
That's ethical.
that's ethical.
They're responsible.
And responsible.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you're using an AI agent to, approve loans,
Uh-huh.
you need to make sure that that AI agent
Right.
is not perpetuating existing biases
Yeah, against certain
against certain groups of people.
demographics or whatever.
Exactly. So it's about asking tough questions
Of the provider.
of the providers,
Right.
of the developers,
Yeah.
and it's about making sure that your implementation
Yeah.
aligns with your values as a company.
So it's about due diligence.
It is.
It's not
You
just,
can't just plug and play.
you can't just plug
Without
and
your
play.
technology.
You got to really think about it.
You have to be thoughtful about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is like a whole new era of work
I think it is.
that we're entering.
I think we're on the cusp of something really big.
And Nigerian startups
Yeah.
are right there.
They're right there on the front lines.
On the cutting edge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's so exciting about it
Yeah.
is that, we have this opportunity to really shape
Yeah.
how this technology is used.
And what this future of work looks like.
Exactly. And I
Yeah.
think Nigerian startups are in a unique position to do that.
I agree. And it goes back to that initial, phrase, AI agents are new coworkers.
Yeah,
It implies a partnership,
it does.
not just a tool.
Not just a tool.
Yeah.
It's something that you work with.
You work with.
Yeah.
Side by side.
And that's, I think, a really powerful concept.
It is. And what does that mean for Nigeria's, economic landscape?
Yeah, I think it has the potential to be really transformative.
You think about increased productivity.
Mm-hmm.
You think about innovative solutions to local challenges.
To problems that are specific to,
Exactly.
Nigeria
Yeah.
and the African continent.
And I think it could be a real boost to the startup ecosystem.
Yeah, I mean, that's something to get excited about.
He is.
So as you, our listener,
Uh-huh.
think about your own ventures.
Yeah.
Consider how could an AI agent fit into your team?
Right.
What tasks could it handle? What
Yeah.
new possibilities
What could you be doing
might it open up?
if you had that extra help?
Exactly.
If you had that extra brain power.
And how can you ensure that this collaboration is both beneficial and responsible?
Right.
Shaping a future where AI empowers us all.
Absolutely.
So keep exploring this world.
It's changing fast.
It's changing fast, and the potential is huge.
It is.
All right. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll catch you next time.
See you later.